How's it going, everybody? Doing a drink review here today, and a gum chewing. I'm just going to be showing probably my three most valuable video games. There might be another one, but I couldn't find it. I know where it is, but I don't think they're getting it out, I should say. I just want to do this because I think I mentioned this in the other video, how I found out about a game I got at a garage sale last spring or fall, whatever it was. But it just gave me the idea to kind of just babble about it. It's a nice little compliment to a drink review. But anyway, I'll be reviewing Mountain Dew Energy Major Melon flavor. I think I did a review on the Major Melon regular Mountain Dew. Pretty good from what I remember. I have not had it in a while. I have not had this either. So this is, in terms of like caffeine, this is only 180. I know these things usually, they could be like 160 too. They usually go from like 2 to 300, I think, is like the big ones. But let's see how it tastes in comparison to regular Major Melon. It smells like regular Major Melon. It's not bad. You can definitely, it's almost like a diet Major Melon in a way in terms of taste. Unless that's the caffeine kind of causing that taste, the extra caffeine. Isn't terrible. Let's see. It's like I can't get over the novel of ingredients. White grape, I see in here. The usual shit. Trying to find watermelon. White grape is the only like actual word here that wasn't made up. Well, white grape is a made-up word too, but words that were specifically made for the whatever they're pumping into these drinks. This isn't bad though. Went to 3 garage sales today. I was walking around for like 2.5 hours, got to 1, and then we went to Trader Joe's. We had to do a couple things, and I was able to hit 2 more, and nothing doing. So the garage sale slump continues. I would love to get a garage sale pickup video. I really would, but I don't know. It's not bad. It does have the watermelon taste. It tastes like the Major Melon, just a little different, like almost like a diet version of it. But it's not bad. I will give that a score in a few minutes. This almost like, oddly enough, it's almost like a lighter energy drink in terms of taste and stuff. Like it has the Major Melon taste, the regular Mountain Dew Major Melon. Like I said, it just almost tastes like I would call it like a diet version of it, or just like which is funny because it has more caffeine, but it's missing some of the other healthy ingredients that they put in it to the regular sodas. But oh, what's this? I want to read this real quick. Zinc helps support immune function. Citicoline, and caffeine in combination have been shown to help improve attention. I'm going to be handing out prescriptions of Mountain Dew Energy. Like I said, this is actually a lighter energy drink. It's also kind of hot out today, so that's probably helping. But it has the Major Melon taste. It has the watermelon taste. Like I said, it's like a slightly duller tasting regular Major Melon. So I'll give that a score in a minute or two. But I want to talk about these 3 games. You guys see them in the thumbnail for this video. Yeah, I'm going to do two. I'm going to look them up in real time. Real time being when I'm filming this. Not when it's going up. It won't be going up too long, right? I'm filming this at 2 o'clock. This will probably be up by 3. First game I got. Good old Indie and the Infernal Machine. I've talked about, you know what's funny? I talked about how this game had like glitches in it and shit, game breaking glitches. It's part of the reason it only ended up being for sale back then at Blockbuster. I got it on Steam. I tried it. I'm like, I'm gonna play a little indie on here, see what it, how it looks and stuff. Thing just completely shit the bed. My computer like froze up and stuff. I'm like, oh, wow. I'm like, I'm not gonna try to restart this game again. But this I had gotten from Blockbuster. It actually had the box, not the manual. I bought it used. This was 2001 maybe. And I ended up selling the box like years ago because it had value. And I didn't care about the box. It probably has more value now, but whatever. Let's see though. But I just wanted to talk because I don't have. I hate typing on phones. I really do. I'm talking valuable, and even these ones, I don't have $1,000 games. All right. I hate this now on eBay. You get all the repros and everything up first. And half of them don't even tell you they're reproductions, which is hilarious. All right, so someone's selling it here for $75 and $7 shipping, $80, $6 shipping, $90 free shipping, $110. You got to see what it's sold for to get an idea. But $71 and change. Excuse me, 77, 88 total with the shipping, 83, 70, 110, 180. So we'll say 75, 80. If I were to sell it, and I'm not, I'd probably sell it for about $79.99, maybe a little more. This is probably the least valuable of the three I'm showing. This game probably peaked. I feel like it was selling over 100 card only, like 5-10 years ago. Apparently it's lost some value, but it's still selling more for a card only than it would have. Actually, I paid $30 for it with the box. I don't even know if. I think Blockbuster was just selling the used copies they have. They didn't have sealed copies of it. So, no. Let me score this. I'm going to go 7.5 on this. It's not bad. I don't think I'd drink it again, but a majority of these energy drinks I wouldn't drink again. Some I would, but I never do. Like, seriously, the only times I've drinking, and now I probably drank, like maybe 40 energy drinks. I don't know. That's the only ones I've ever drank. I've never drank them outside of making videos. I mean, they're a little too pricey too, so I'd go 7.5 on that. It does have the major melon taste, but it's a little more dull because it's almost watered down version of it. It's got more caffeine, but not even that much more caffeine than probably the other one. No. Was regular Mountain Dew have like 80 milligrams of caffeine? 70? I don't know. But it's a lighter one too, which is kind of nice. And it has that nice little melon taste. So yeah, I'm going to go 7.5 on that. Alright, what was I doing? Alright. This isn't going the way I planned in terms of. I thought I was just talking about them, but I'm curious about the prices on them. Second game here is Fatal Frame 3 The Tormented for the PS2. I bought this new. This is a late era PS2 game. This is 05 maybe. Reality, I mean, the PlayStation was going strong. The PS2 was going strong probably up until about 08. Because I think that was a problem with Sony. they almost kind of undercut the PS2 because it was the PS3 because they were still putting out. I think God of War 2 had come out after or just around the time the PS3 came out. Persona 4 came out in like '08. They were still putting out like heavy hitters for their older system, which is the greatest system selling of all time. But anyway, this is the last one they made for the PS2, so it doesn't have the later era PS2 games. Got rid of the memory card holder up there. I guess to save plastic, whatever the hell, save money. But I bought this for $50 new, and I was gonna get two as well, Crimson Butterfly, and I didn't. Or the first one, I was gonna get one more because they were all three of them were selling for $50 new, and this was the end of 2020. I picked this up, but three I had not played, so I was like, you know what? I'm gonna grab it. It's a good price for a sealed copy of it. And then I was telling you how like all these survival horror games. I'm not even talking about like they spiked a little in price. They went through the roof. Like this used right now are brand new for $132. So if I kept this sealed, I'd still be making profit, and I'd still be making profit anyway. But someone's trying to sell it for $115 used. Let's see what it's sold for recently, shall we? Maybe I'll make a new video series about this. Me fucking around on eBay. Brand new, 118. All three of them somebody got from with bids for 128, and only one of them is not the original case. I just want the one. Where is it? All right, so $98 and another 4 shipping, so over $100 there. $90, a little over 90. Disc only 56. There's another one that's over 100 with shipping used. 110 straight up free shipping. 99, 89 free shipping. 105. And these are all within the last like month and a half, because this game isn't selling like 25 a week. But still, like, this is 2020. I was able to get this new off of Amazon for $50. You're not even, and this would have happened. I noticed this spike last year, so you're looking at 2 years, and this game is going up. All right, say you used it. It might have even sold for 50, but eBay would have probably been mimicking prices. It might have sold for a little more than Amazon new. I should have bought one of the other ones too. But that's crazy. Like, 100. If I was to sell this, I'd probably just go straight $99.99 free shipping, right? $100. I mean, I'm not getting $100. The fees would be through the roof on eBay. I can only imagine what the fees would be on that. Actually, I've sold some coins over that price, so it's not awful. But another $100 game that gained $60, $50 to $60 used against a $50 new game, like in 2 years. That's a pretty good jump. Because I can sit back and say, you know what, I got Fire Emblem. Someone in my comments was, a little while back, maybe 2 weeks ago or 3 weeks ago, was talking about how they got Fire Emblem. I forget what they said they paid for it. A good amount, though, because that game has gone up in price. The one for the GameCube. I forget what it's called. I had gotten that at a G sale in '09 for $4, I think it was. And this was a good sale, and somebody had come before me, apparently, and grabbed other shit, but for some reason that was still their Path of Radiance, I think it's called. I grabbed that, and I think I grabbed the Zelda Four Swords Adventures. It was $4 or $5. I think I sold it for $35 in '09. That game complete probably sells for $250 now. Now, 14 years later, even if it graded a spike 10 years later, and it gains $200 in value in 10 years, it's gained $20. That's actually still really good. But back then, that's what I would do. I would sell a lot of the stuff I bought. But enough of that. This game here, you'd seen it in my pickup video, right? Back then with the boxes and the manuals, N64. No Mercy. Right? I think that's Chris Jericho's autograph. I don't know. It's got an autograph on it. That's not why it has value. But I was looking. I was like, you know what? I'm thinking about just selling some stuff, freeing up some space. I don't have to sell them, but I want to free up some space, right? And I'm looking it up. And for some reason, I saw one expensive. It was like variant. I'm like, variant? What the hell are they talking about? So I'm Googling it, and there's a variant of this game from THQ. I guess a lot of these games would erase your save data or something at some point. So the people would send it back, like THQ, they'd inform THQ, and they'd send it back to THQ, and they would send you a new game, new box, and whatever. And that game, let me see if I can make this focus a little better. No. I can't get it. Either way, you can see right here, it says USA 1. There's a -1 next to it. That -1 is the variant. That's, I guess, what they had to put on them when they sent them back. Okay, here's the difference. Save data works. People have sold this game for like $200 to $400 recently, I was looking. And that's just the card. Granted, this has an autograph. I don't know if that hurts value or doesn't. Probably does, but whatever. But I was like, holy shit, I was going to sell this for like $30. And I see that, and I'm like, okay, if I were to sell it, I'm not going to bother now. $200, I'd probably sell it for. It still jumped in price, $170. If I had sold that, not knowing, someone would have got a hell of a fucking deal. They might not even have realized. Maybe they would have. Or not even cared. It's possible they wouldn't think about it. Unless they were looking for a variant version and they saw, oh shit, this person doesn't know. And that'd be on me for not getting the info, but I thought that was really cool. I was like, holy shit. So all of a sudden I got that stuff for $10. And I'm like, oh, no mercy, cool, I'll grab it. It's an N64 game. And I'm grabbing these. I'm like, of course, there's an Ogre Battle and Paper Mario not in their boxes. Of course they're not. But boxes of manuals, I think I sold the Harvest Moon manual for like $30. So that already made me profit, and I haven't sold anything else. It's Mission Impossible manual, Scooby-Doo, Donkey Kong 64, and the other two in this game for $10. And all of a sudden, a year later almost, I'm like, oh my god, this game has a lot more value than I thought. And even at $30, it's still like, okay, nice, because you add up the items you had. That's what I like to do at garage sales, If I'm saying each box of manual is $250, I'm just the other manuals that did not have boxes are $250, and then that game's $250. Whatever you want to break it down. I mean, that's huge. That ends up, but I mean, it was already probably my best garage sale grab in terms of what the things are worth that I ever had. But that all of a sudden adds to it, and that's the thing. Like, that's why I'm always saying, you see some of these garage sale pickups even back in the day, like these people are coming home with like the holy grails of video games on a daily basis. Like, what? What do you live in a town of collectors that just sell their crap, resell their crap at garage sales for $1, I don't have that. I have never, now this all of a sudden looks great, but that's a specific variant thing, right? I don't, like, in terms of games, like, I remember I got Final Fantasy VII back in 2010 for $7. Because the person's like, oh, it's more discs and everything. I'm like, that's fine. Because back then it would sell, I think I sold for like $45. Still not like, oh my god, here we go, like I bought a couple, The best thing I ever did was, well, I got those, you would have seen videos for these too. If not, go back to older garage sale pickups. I'd gotten all that Super Nintendo, a couple Genesis, and one Genesis, Road Rash 2, and NES games. It's on my Instagram as well if you scroll down all the way pretty far. I think there was 4, and it was Ninja Gaiden, Castlevania, Paperboy, Astyanax, however you say it, Astyanax. Was it that? Or was it Abaddon? I forget. And Donkey Kong Jr., I think. Or Donkey Kong Classics. So it was Donkey Kong and Donkey Kong Jr. And there's a bunch of Super Nintendo stuff. There's like 20 something or 17 Super Nintendo games. Nothing groundbreaking, but nice little profits on most of them. I did well on that. And then I got all that DS stuff. And that was a garage sale I got too late. I was getting a Game Boy Color for $1. Original DS was $5. I got a Game Boy Advance in there too, did I? Maybe I didn't. Or did I? For like $1. And all these games, Phantom Hourglass, Spirit Tracks, Coraline, it was Kingdom Hearts, Mario Minis or whatever, something or other. Oh, I got that's another one you can go back and see. And then it's probably on my Instagram as well, maybe. That was huge. That one over time did a ton of profit for me as well. But I don't come across, not, once again, it's not like I bought a bunch of stuff for $20 and made $1,000 off of it. That's never happened to me. Usually, the word grind again, like grinding out, you're paying $1 for a game, you're selling it for 10, 12 bucks. You're making $4 or $5 profit maybe over time. I'm not over time, like on each one, you're making $4 or $5. You're not like I'm trying to think of other ones. I've gotten lucky actually. The Game Boys and stuff, the Game Boy Advances have done well. Like you can get those for $2, $3, and I've gotten a lot of garage sales, and they'll sell even more now than they did. Like back then, they'd sell 40 or 50. Now they're probably selling close to 100. But I come across good stuff like $1. I pay $1 for something and it sells for 25. I've never gotten something that I paid $1 for that sold for $5,000. I never got, one of these super rare NES cartridges. Like I never got like the DuckTales 2 or whatever. Like Bonk's Adventure on the NES and stuff like that, $400, $500, $600 games. Anyway, I'm rambling here about that, but I just wanted to show those 3 games, just show some of the value games. I just wanted to kind of talk about it a little bit, mainly the No Mercy. How all of a sudden I was like, oh my god, this is a variant I didn't know, and I almost went and sold it. But anyway, 7.5 on the Mountain Dew Energy Major Melon. Check it out if you like their energy drinks. It's like a watered down version of the actual thing, but with more caffeine and less sugar. But anyway, yeah. Thanks for checking us out, and have a good day.